All right. So, hello everybody. How you doing today? It's a new day. It's a fresh day. I hope you're up, shaking and baking. I always say that all my guests are special, but this is ball. How do Americans put it? They say this is they hit the ball out of the park. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Anytime, very welcome. Welcome to the Paul Fo podcast. I'm excited to have you here. You have a remarkable story. You moved to the UK when you were 11 years old.
I did. You've read.
So you moved to the UK when you were 11 years old, and then you were a tax account. You were a tax accountant.
Yes, we ran from Nigeria when we were children because of my father's status. So my mother was advised to leave Nigeria, so we did.
Oh, wow, fantastic. So my first question here is that you did not feel a gap in your industry. You erupted, you disrupted the industry. And this is my own way of saying it. I said, in the industry is sort of like done for you model. You go to the salon, they do your hair for you. And then you came up and said, no, I'm not going to do done for you. I'm going to empower you. I'm going to educate you, and you'll be done by you. Tell me more about that. That was a bold move and a bold statement.
Yes. So before I started this, I was just caring for my hair, my daughter. Let me go back a step. Before I even started caring for my hair and my daughter, I first had to see it on another Nigerian. Because when I had seen long hair before, the proximity wasn't feasible. They were on YouTube, or they were on TV, or they were in a movie, or they were in America. So I always told myself the story that their hair is only this long or this full because they're in America, or because they're mixed races. So until I saw another Nigerian, and it's not that I've never seen long hair on a Nigerian, but she also had to be Yoruba. That was evidence enough for me, because now it was visible. The proximity was close. And then I started my journey. Before it became a business, people used to ask questions. How is this possible? And at the time, as you said, I was a tax accountant.
Yes.
There was never a need. I never saw it as a business because I didn't know how education on hair was a business, because it had never been done before.
Yeah.
And I would look up, in fact, there was no name for it. It wasn't called hair coaching. I didn't know what to call it. The way the name came up was maybe 7 months into the business. For the first 7 months, I didn't know what to call what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so when I would Google it, and I didn't see anything like that, so I became afraid, and I thought perhaps the reason no one has done it is because it doesn't make sense. And what I failed to understand then was, instead of
yeah. Please go ahead. Go ahead, please. I'm gonna just I've asked everybody about. Can you unmute yourself, please, Enitan? You're the only one that will be unmuted. Fantastic. So go ahead. I'm going to make you a co-host as well. So go ahead.
Okay. So instead of finding somewhere to fit into, what I failed to understand there was to create my own lane. And as you said, that's how the hair coaching started. But again, I didn't know that's what it was called when I started. So for the first 7 months, there was no name for it. I didn't know what to call it.
Oh, fantastic. I like, and that there was a trigger moment for you. You were working in Virgin then.
Yes.
And then you saw the PA, was it the PA of Richard Branson, but somebody's PA? Yeah. And this person was a Nigerian origin, wasn't a mixed race.
Correct.
It was a trigger moment for you. And then you got curious. And then you now stumbled into a journal called The Science of Black Hair Journal.
Yes.
And then we just went through that rabbit hole, and you were reading for 9 months obsessively. You were reading. Tell me more about that.
Unlike other people that focus on YouTube, nothing wrong with that. I became more curious with the science. I found one thing, and as a result of what I learned in that one thing, it became a rabbit hole.
That's right.
I will find another journal, another article, another research paper, and for 9 months, I would read and I will make notes every day. I hadn't started my journey. I was just documenting.
You were just documenting, yeah. Yes, that was powerful.
For 9 months, I did that. And then on the 9th month, I looked at all my notes and I thought, okay, I'm ready. I bought my first set of products. I bought my first set of hair care things. This is now my journey, not as a business.
Yes.
When I started. So my goal was, if I can go, when I started, my hair was lip length. I thought if my hair can go from my lip to touch my armpit, I'm okay. I don't even care if it goes any further.
Yes.
And I thought I'll give myself 3 years to achieve that. And in 3 years, I went past here and I went all the way back.
Whoa.
I just used to post pictures. It wasn't a business. Like I said, I was a tax accountant.
Yes.
I've been promoted 3 times. I was very happy in my job. I was very good at my job. There was no desire for it to be a business. But people started asking questions.
Yeah. See, as it were, you created a category by yourself.
Yes.
You are a category king. And very few businesses get to experience that in their lifetime. So you are the king of the category.
It was a very scary thing to start.
Yeah.
Because there was no blueprint.
There was no blueprints. Yeah.
It was a very scary thing to start because my UPS was in here.
Yes.
It was my knowledge. It wasn't a product. It wasn't a service. It was knowledge.
Yeah.
So the idea was, will people come to me to learn the education, to get results, not because of me or because of their stylist or because of their hairdresser, but despite.
Despite, yes. I love that line. So they came to you despite you, to get it. That was very, very powerful. As it were, you were educating the market first. Yeah. Unbeknown to you, you were creating demand.
Yes.
You were creating demand. So when you now mistakenly announced after 9 months that yada yada, if you want to do something about it, you now drop your number. That was a big mistake. And your phone went like crazy. You said you had to go and edit that post, remove your phone number, but your email was buzzing. You had jobs that will cover you for 6 months straight.
Yes, correct. So when I then started, and I thought, okay, fine, let me put this post out because the questions are becoming too much.
Too much, yeah.
But the trigger for me to even put the post out was, again, somebody asked, do you do hair? Can you teach me? And
brilliant.
I won't say no because no, I don't do hair. But my sister was an entrepreneur before I became one. And very successful in her lane. She was number 1 in her lane in Nigeria. And she always used to say to me, somebody had to be there to push you. To say, even though you're the first, it is possible.
What was your sister's business, if I may ask?
Repeat that.
What was her business, your sister?
She's a designer. She designs clothing. She's made clothing for Beyonce. She was the first person in her lane to do something called waist snatching in Nigeria.
Brilliant.
And now you have numbers.
Good.
So yeah. She was the person pushing me at the time. So I put a post out. I went to work, my tax accounting job. It was in the morning. I put it on before I got on the train. So when you're on the train, there's no network.
Yes.
I'll come out of the train. I'm seeing messages, text messages, because although I had maybe 200 followers, and this again proves that you don't need a large following base
to make money online.
Yes, I only had 200 Instagram followers at the time. And I put my number there. If anybody's interested in hair coaching, education, treatments, call me. I did not know I had silent observers because my engagement, I wasn't even thinking of engagement. I was just posting my hair. So I didn't know people were silently watching. I came out of the underground. My phone was going crazy. I'd even forgotten that I put a post on because I couldn't make a correlation that what's going on.
What's going on?
Where's all this coming from? And I'll pick up the phone and the questions, the text messages. So I quickly, within like 45 minutes, I quickly went out back there. And that was the first and only time I've ever put my number. I actually have so that I can have an audit trail. And then I came home from work and I said to my husband, oh my goodness, I don't know what I just did, but I am booked every single day for the next
6 months.
I'm booked every single day. I didn't have a mirror, I didn't have a salon chair, I didn't have a steamer, but I had clients. Tuesday or so, and the first client was on a Wednesday. I went to eBay.
Yes. And Amazon. You still use that mirror till now. One of the mirrors.
This laptop is sitting on the table I bought in
Beautiful. Wow. So, I mean, this is a big lesson for other people listening. Charlie Munger, one of the partner of Warren Buffett, said that never disrupt anything that is compounding unnecessarily. For 9 months, you were doing the work. When you just put out that post, like the scripture will say that when the clouds are full of water, they will empty themselves as rain. That was what happened. That was very, very powerful. You said something here. I said that, yes, you used the word one time. You said at first you were dismissive of the gift, but you had a trigger moment with your daughter. I think your husband, they were in the garden, and then your daughter wanted to go and play. You wanted to do her hair, and then she made a statement that I don't like my hair, man.
Yeah.
You said God spoke to you that was exactly how I feel. I thought that was a moment for me. Wow. Tell us more about that.
So at the time I started the hair coaching, again, there was no name for it then. It's not like now that you have confidence coach, fashion coach.
Yeah.
Nothing like that then. So I didn't have a name for it. I was doing the business. I was going to work as a tax accountant. I'll come back in the evening. I had this room I'd set about hair coach until midnight, and I was doing that. And my daughter's hair was an attraction point for people. Because at that time, she had achieved not waist length hair, but tailbone. Tailbone is that bone right above your bum. So her hair was now.
Wow.
So she was an attraction point. So one day I was going to wash her hair because it was the only time when I had space, and my husband was in the garden with my son, and she wanted to play. So she didn't want to wash her hair. So then she said, let me backtrack a bit. When people would ask me, what is it you're doing? I was very dismissive of it because I looked down on it.
Yes.
I saw myself as I'm a tax accountant, I'm a qualified. And in those days, even going back further, people that did hair were people that maybe weren't educated.
Yes.
So I would try to distance myself from what I was doing, but people were coming far to come and see me, and would say to me, "But the reason it's called a gift is because you're giving it to me. I'm the one that came 3 hours to see you. It's not for you to hold. Even though you may not value it, the way you've changed my life is because you've gifted me with something."
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Recognize it as a gift because I felt what I was doing as a tax accountant was more valuable.
That's right. That was your identity.
Yes, it truly was, because I was good at it. I was making a lot of money. It didn't make any sense to me why I would leave that. I was washing my daughter's hair. She wanted to go and play. And then she made the statement that said, "Oh my goodness, I hate my hair." Because now it's away this time, and I'm supposed to play with my brother, my dad, to wash my. So when she made that statement that I hate my hair, it was very painful because I saw it as, do you know the number of people that are looking to have this type of hair?
That's right. That's right.
I put in this hair, the amount of time, the amount of investment I put in this hair. So I wasn't saying this to her, but this is why. But I just said, "Oh my goodness, wow, you hate your hair." But really, she just wanted to go and play. And in that moment, I felt very, very strongly. There was no confusion. Where you have been dismissive of what's gifted to you, this is what's happening to you now with your daughter. I need to value it. And that was the very last time I ever diminished what I did, and I didn't see it as a gift.
Wow, that's so powerful. That's so powerful.
It was actually that same week. This is how the name hair coach came up. That same week, someone had results. She had a before and after where she had bald patches, she had never gone past a certain length, and she was excited. And she put a caption. And at the footnote of the caption, she said, "Thank you, hair coach." And I thought, wow.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
I thought that is the name. And I
this
changed
is so beautiful.
The Enitan hair coach on Instagram. And that's how it started.
Wow. 1 second, please. Let me get the car keys for my wife.
Okay.
1 second, please. Let me pause it.